Now, it's no secret that FaZe have been struggling at this major, but they just played a game against NRG that they lost, and then they followed that up with this loss versus NIP. Now, I've been watching the games on GoTV since I don't have permission to co-stream on the major, and while I was watching in the GoTV, I just did an on-the-fly demo review. So this is a live reaction and a live demo review while I was watching on my stream, and it's just going to be FaZe versus NIP. If you guys are interested in coming to watch these with me live on stream, I'll be doing this throughout the major, so hopefully I'll see you guys there, but if not, let me know how you guys feel about this demo review, and we're going to get to it right after a quick word from SkinsMonkey. SkinsMonkey is a trade bot that allows you to take some of the older skins that you might not be using anymore, things you forgot about, and trade them in for something a little bit fresh that you can use to impress your teammates. And it's really easy to do this. All you're going to do is sign in through Steam, click those skins that you don't want to use, grab the one that you do, and then after that, click trade. Trades happen almost immediately, and if you don't end up using all the balance for the item that you want, don't worry, it'll stay on the site for any future trades that you decide to do. And right now, if you actually click my link in the description, you'll get a 35% deposit bonus, and that's good for up to $100. So if you deposit $100 on the site, you would have $135, but that's only if you use my link. So huge thank you to SkinsMonkey for sponsoring this video, and let's get back into it. All right, here we go, guys. Pistol round starting up. Kerrigan has dropped something. He's missing $300. He has 2 flashes. Valve, please fix. You're watching the major. It only shows 1 flash in his screen. Here we go! NIP versus FaZe. Me personally, I think the NIP is going to have the advantage in this game, but we'll see what happens. Brokey challenging towards Monster right away. The rest of the folks on NIP have avoided getting spotted. In the meantime, Snappy got spotted in connector maybe. Kerrigan blew the door. Twist is jump spotting. It allows Frozen to feel a little bit more comfortable in towards A, because of course he knows that if anybody goes up connector, Twist will spot that. One person gets spotted outside of Monster, and the rest of the guys on NIP look like they're regrouping towards B. In the meantime, Wrinkle has this P250. He's going to go spot for the jump spot, most likely. Frozen doing the safe one, doesn't want to get caught off guard. Making a little bit of noise in short. I believe the round should be ending towards B pretty much no matter what happens now. Brokey sitting in towards the pillar. Not the worst position to be in, especially if he can get an early engagement. Might get caught. Jacob finds one, but the flashes have completely taken Brokey out of the round. He can't see a thing. Goes down to Shush eventually, but Twist has snuck in towards Pit. I don't know if this position will be overlooked or not. That mid-site smoke will trickle down and actually give him a little bit of cover. Kerrigan gets a kill from short in the meantime, and the guys on NIP are kind of stuck. Bomb to be planted, and they know the Twist is in the pit. 4 bullets for Snappy. It's not looking too convincing here as Frozen makes his way up short, putting a lot of pressure for Twist to peek around Pit. He gets the kill, leaving it all on to Snappy in a 1-on-3 situation. Now Monster can't get away, and Twist will secure that final kill. FaZe win the pistol. I need a British guy to be casting with me to go, it's actually unreal, I can't believe they done. That's what I feel like I'm missing. Ah, fuck, dude. Yeah, so map is CT-sided, of course. That's Irish. Whatever it sounded like to you guys. Alright, Force Buy for NIP. When we saw them play NRG yesterday, they actually, they didn't have a very good overpass. I'm going to be honest with you. And I didn't watch that game on stream, but it's a good thing I didn't, because I would have said some things that would have got me a tweet probably from Snappy or something, I'm sure. Here we go. Pretty standard spread here for NIP. They're going to just be holding patiently, seeing if FaZe go for any sort of aggression, maybe peek long, peek fountain, and once they see nothing, they're going to regroup. Now, I would suspect that they're probably going to try to end the round A, because ending the round B on a low buy when you don't have all the utility that you can want can be pretty difficult, especially trying to break those crossfires towards Monster, towards Pillar. It's not really ideal, but instead, if you go towards A, you can actually pretty much take A with nothing but a flash, or you don't even need a flash, actually. You could just get up if you take all the map control and just overwhelm the site, so it's actually not too bad. Molly in towards short. Twist is going to use that to peek, see if anybody's close. Along with the jump spot, they've pretty much cleared towards the entirety of water, and now they can cheat a 3rd player up. In the meantime, Frozen has this info at long, so 2 players on site with Brokey on the scout means that FaZe are in a pretty strong position here, but here comes the hit. Front bathroom smoke placed at just the right time, but nobody's actually going to be able to hold that. Brokey goes for the shot here, but he is smoked off. He's going to get one more chance. There it is, and that's all that we've got. Kerrigan coming through the jump up smoke will get one while he's blind. Frozen found to kill it long. In the meantime, Brokey ran through the smoke with the USP. I don't know how he's pulling this off. He found 2 out of absolutely nowhere. Snappy My observer. I need an observer. I can't keep track. But a good round for FaZe. Wow. I can't believe Brokey got 2 with the USP. I didn't think he was going to come through that smoke. There is no auto observer in this game. Yes, that's correct. Full eco now, except for a hero Galil, and it looks like Snappy's just gonna take this in towards Monster, maybe go for a spam, maybe he catches somebody off. He does he lets it bark right away, and he gets punished. That's got to be one of the more interesting ways I've seen a hero Galil get used in CS, but yeah, Kaspersky has armor, so he can still recycle that gun and see what happens. In the meantime, Frozen, looking towards Khan. You know, believe it or not, you actually have a shadow disadvantage if Frozen goes back. I'll show you. If he does, they'll go for that jiggle. His shadow does appear on the left side first, so he could get spotted doing that. So he's got to be careful. He could get overwhelmed. He's actually getting pinched on an island. If you Jerks and Wrinkle catch him going away here, the tap comes in, bomb spotted potentially. And he sees that, well, I don't know if he knows for sure, but I'm pretty sure he thinks that they are just on pistols. He might go hunting with this MP9. Again, we're basically just seeing if Kaspersky can do anything with this hero Galil now. Kind of a crazy play from Snappy. I mean, I respect it, but I mean, yeah, Jacob made easy work of him. Now, I will say, in a situation like this, that nade is really well timed. In a situation like this, being able to bait the pistols and maybe get a plant and trade out here with this Galil, let's see what happens. Coming up now, Twist makes easy work of the first 2, and I think any chances of that happening are gone now. And there you go. Clean work for FaZe 3-0. First gun round of the game coming up. I agree that having casters like in-game talking, but having casters in-game would be good. The problem with CSGO's GoTV casting was that it was like behind by like 30 seconds. That was the only thing. I mean, I don't mind casting, you know? I don't mind casting. When did FaZe start playing clinical CS, buddy? They didn't. They just played the pistol and then the eco and force spy. Let's see how they look here. Kerrigan and Frozen getting in towards connector. We have a pretty committed setup. Maybe they'll go for a late water crunch. Jacob using that flash to clear Monster. That flash not good enough, and the pick goes the way of Wrinkle. Now Twist is in trouble. Kerrigan does get an equalizing kill in connector, so things are kind of odd. Twist all alone here. Kerrigan creating a little bit of noise in connector, trying to just be a distraction, but Frozen, they're in trouble here. Op kill onto Kerrigan means they could maybe be baited into going into Frozen. I know I can't keep up with everything at the same time. Wrinkle is absolutely frying. A 3rd kill in the round. Twist has to claw it back himself if he wants to walk through the smoke. It's really the only timing he's going to get, but doesn't come through. It's just Twist and Brokey. And Twist is just trying to phase the smoke if he can, but I think Wrinkle's going to be on the other side waiting for the smoke. Let's see what happens. If Twist jiggles here, it could be the last thing he does in this round. Wrinkle's already got 3, so I know he's probably good for a 4th. Walking out here, is he going to clear that right side? That's the biggest question. Twist has a free kill here, and he knows it. Kill on the Snappy, and Wrinkle, of course, he closes that one. Brokey all alone in a 1-on-3 situation. He has a Galil, and the Brokey that I know was good for a clutch or 2, at least back in the day. But with the Galil, we'll have to see what happens. Bomb has to cross on Wrinkle, and Brokey, that was his chance, I believe, but it doesn't come through. And now he's actually just going to think better of this and save. Pretty good round from Wrinkle. I mean, 4, that's crazy. The T-side op getting 4 that's tough work. Good shooting. Just woke up what I missed the first round of best of ones, watching this best of one, FaZe and IP. Brokey saving a Galil. Not going to be happy about that, but Kerrigan will probably take it. Kerrigan will be using that Galil, and Brokey will buy an op. That's what I expect to happen. Really? Twist is going to use the Galil over Kerrigan? Okay. Okay. You want Kerrigan to use the Galil? I mean, it's not a very good gun, so I mean, it would just make sense. Wrinkle posted on the op here. They're gonna break the monster smoke. The timing of that was actually almost perfect to catch that pick onto Jacob, but it doesn't come through. Brokey opping in connector. Sees that smoke. He knows he's gonna have a chance for a fight. Does he walk down, though? That's the question here. In pretty strong position, but Shush is not gonna give him that. Way too much experience to try to walk up connector here. At least this early in the round. That smoke, that lurk smoke from Monster is actually going to make this pretty uncomfortable. Wrinkle's shadow spotted, and now I think they kind of have an idea of what's coming. It's not an actual end round, but instead it's going to be Wrinkle trying to work this op pick. Kaspersky inserts in towards sandbags, and it's a pretty strong default so far for NIP. They have that Monster lurk smoke. Snappy's going to walk out. They have everything that they want. They've got short. They've got a player out Monster. If they could just wait a little bit here, Snappy's just going to keep going. He's actually walking all the way out. The bomb to be collected here eventually. This could be exactly what they need. They know that nobody's in towards pit. Kaspersky's just going to walk up. Brokey wasn't ready for that somehow, and now the kill onto Jacob comes through. Twist is all alone in the pit. Brokey does find one kill on the Snappy, but that Galil is going to be alone. He throws a lurk smoke for himself, but again, the bomb is just now getting here. If Wrinkle finds a kill on a connector player, the trade coming through. We'll get back to that in a second as Kaspersky's trying to walk around the smoke. Twist does get found in pit, and it's just on Brokey. Frozen's kind of out of this one. Brokey, if he gets a kill, they might maybe go for this, but otherwise, I think this is a save. He's backing up here, and of course, nobody on NIP is going to give themselves. And yeah, Frozen's already running for the hills. A very strong round from NIP. I mean, I can explain it by drawing on the map. That Monster lurk smoke, as well as having Wrinkle come up to hold while Kaspersky is searching for somebody in towards pit, allowing Snappy to clear Monster means that once that lurk smoke is gone, they pretty much have this entire side of, well, pretty much this entire side of B. Like, that's all NIP side of B. And then they know the setup is most likely pit and graffiti, and that's exactly what it was. And so, wow. Wow. Wow, that was a really good round of overpass. Love to see that. Timeout called for FaZe. They could buy. I don't know if they should buy, but they could. They could. Maybe they would buy if this was a best of 3, but it's a best of 1, so you got to be very careful. We need every round we can get on CT side. We have to just figure out what we're going to do with the Hero Op, Hero M4. If I had to guess, I think what I would do is I would have Frozen get boosted in connector and have Brokey Op long. That's what I would call. Hold on, wait a minute. Guns are appearing out of nowhere. How did they manage to pull that off? Kerrigan somehow tapped into his 401k. He's been building it up for a long time. Pulled a little bit of money out. I get it. I get it. Ends up with a FAMAS. Not too bad. Monster smoke here. Thrown right away from Kerrigan. Is there a denial? No denial. Shouldn't be an issue. Nothing too crazy, but we do see a 3B setup from FaZe. Just clearing the front of Monster. That lurk smoke coming down again, making it very uncomfortable for Twist. Will he play in front of it, though? He wants to. It looks like he wants to, but I think NIP are just trying to run the same round. Wrinkle. Oh, it's accidentally jiggled there from Twist. And now the entire jig is up. They know what they're trying to do. Jacob is in front of the lurk smoke. If they try to run the same round, oh my god, Jacob gets punished. And now Twist is all alone. I mean, of course, Kerrigan's here, but Twist is all alone on towards Monster. But look at NIP. They don't jump. There's no need for them to jump on this. They just wait. Make FaZe very uncomfortable, holding for that A side re-aggression, but that's not coming yet. If somebody holding the long push, somebody holding the bathrooms push, here it comes. We do have some aggression from Frozen. Wrinkle gets that kill onto Kerrigan, and again, Twist is alone. There's the kill onto Frozen. They have everything they want, and then some. They could pick any site that they want to, go on vacation if they could, come back and end the round. Still wouldn't be an issue. Wow. Another beautiful round for NIP. It seems like they have some sort of read on this B play. They weren't really doing this versus NRG yesterday, but they're throwing this lurk smoke at B, and they're just going for spams on all of the angles that are going to be like, you know, like holding around the smoke, and it's working. That entry onto was that Jacob? Was it Jacob or yeah, Jacob? It's just good work. I like to see this. They're getting the T side op active. They're not really playing towards A. They're trying to avoid Frozen. I mean, that makes sense. You know, avoiding Frozen as much as you can, forcing Brokey to save. Like, Frozen's been a non-factor in this game, and he's easily FaZe's best player, and I honestly don't hate that. Trying to take advantage of the fact that Kerrigan's there. Jacob is a new player, probably has some nerves. I mean, yes, you have to play into twists, but like, twist with Kerrigan and Jacob, you know? Like, I feel like if you're NIP and you're trying to upset, you have to take the advantage where you can. Does the money not show? It does. So it's actually right here, underneath their pictures. You see where their guns are? You can see their money. But yeah. Realistically, this is where you have to go for that round that I was just talking about. You can't buy. No more money out of the 401k. We lost it all. See where Brokey's going to take this op. Taking the op towards B. Twist taking the M4 towards B as well. Maybe they'll go for a classic water boost or something like that. I'm more interested to see where Brokey's going to go. Monster Smoke has been thrown, so I guess it's just going to be opping from Pillar. In the meantime, yes, Twist going for the classic water boost. The new way of doing it, by the way, jump behind and then peek. It's a safer way to do it. Thank you, ADW. Now, of course, this round, FaZe takes their hero guns towards B, and NIP are immediately walking A. What a beautiful call from Snappy. Frozen is all alone with this Deagle, and they're just contacted up. They're already up so far. I actually think FaZe has somewhat of a read now. Look who's coming up. It's Brokey, but they might be a little bit ahead of this. Frozen does not spot that shadow, and he's a dead man walking all on Brokey to put on some sort of masterclass. Comes around, finds the first kill on the Snappy, but he is in trouble, hopping in towards Truck. It's probably the best spot for him to be in, but I'm not really sure how he's going to be able to pull this out of his hat. NIP pumped the brakes, though. Buys a little bit of time for Twist to get here. Now Twist is here, so it could actually be a perfect storm for FaZe. In the meantime, the rest of the guys on FaZe have cleared in towards Monster. They have NIP trapped. You have to go into the two guns here. So only option. Kaspersky is going to go take towards long. They have plenty of time to end the round. Even though FaZe knows exactly what's happening, it doesn't change the fact that NIP have the util to force them out. Brokey and Twist both forced out of Truck. They're going to play for the retake. Twist does have a kit. He might actually catch New Jerk, but he quick switches at the wrong time. And now it's just Jacob on the flank. Twist finds a kill. Jacob goes down. Twist did get one. I didn't see where. Observing is hard. Sorry, guys. Now it's Brokey. He just has to jiggle up here. He could catch the bomb. No! It's not going to be caught. He actually does let Twist get out, though, and a kill does come through eventually, but the nade finishes off Brokey, and Twist can't do a single thing. A great round from Shush, and NIP take 4, but that was supposed to be the easier round of the two, and now FaZe have a bye. And you would have loved to see Brokey hold that angle a little bit more, a little longer. But he was holding for a long time, to be fair. Another timeout called for FaZe. I do like to see FaZe using their timeouts. That's something, as a former recovering FaZe addict, you know, I know very well about how sometimes they just play it down. Oh. Pull that out again. Pull that M4 out again, Twist. Pull the M4 out. That combo was good. I'm trying my best, man. Thank you, Nonki. Yeah, missing kills when, because yeah, it's hard. I have two hands on the keyboard, like, you know, we're trying to just like do it all, but it's pretty difficult. We have Frozen. Knowing the knowing the A util for Fountain creeping up here, maybe Kerrigan holding a flash for me. It's a little bit late, but I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference now. Creeping around here, it's just going to be U-Jerks putting a little bit of pressure. In the meantime, though, we didn't see that, but we do actually have Wrinkle and Shush in towards Connector, spotting for the jump spot now, spotting for the boost. Pretty classic overpass meta. Kaspersky walking out of Monster. He actually gets the kill on the Brokey. And now with Brokey dead, they know that there's not a lot of resistance towards A. Those long lines that you can hold on A site, not going to be an option for the op. Kerrigan taking long control now. He knows that this is probably open. Like ships in the night, though. They could pass each other. It just depends on when Kerrigan's going to peek. Wrinkle is aware of this possibility, but Kerrigan is the one that decides what happens in this round. In the meantime, Frozen gets caught off, still finds one, and Twist is here with Brokey's up. This could be exactly what they need. Twist opping on A site. Haven't seen this one before. Getting flashed off of all of the common angles. Now he's holding for his close left. And Kerrigan is still long, but he's going to take a while to get here. Wrinkle gets the better of Twist. Kerrigan never spotted, but surely they know he's here. Kerrigan does get one. He actually drops the bomb, and now U-Jerks has to try to get this bomb back. Waits for Wrinkle to group up with him. If Kerrigan can pull off something magical here with a 3K out of nowhere. Heroics from the captain ties up the game 4-4. That's crazy. Kerrigan 7-4. That's a nightmare. Granted, NIP did win 4 gun rounds in a row, so I mean, you know, it's not all bad. Util again thrown towards Fountain. You'll see that most likely every single round of this game. Wrinkle again goes for the break on the door, spotting for that jump spot. Let's see if Kerrigan gives himself over. He does not. Knows better. Wrinkle actually misses that molly. I love the way Wrinkle's playing on this T-side overpass right now. Snappy's also been very aggressive. Taking in towards short here at the same time that Wrinkle was holding for the jump spot. Hold on, we have a fight towards long. Brokey's missed a shot. Long control granted, but they're not actually going to take it. Brokey is pretty happy with giving them long. He's just set a timer for how long it's going to take for them to get up. Looks like they're going to be grouping towards B. I'm sure Shush will throw like some lurk smoke or something towards A here soon. Wrinkle has worked it with the op again towards B, and Kaspersky with the follow-up. It's just Kerrigan and Pitt. We say just Kerrigan, but he's actually been playing fantastic. We'll see if he maybe has one more heroic round. It looks like the other guys on A, Brokey and Frozen, are already eyeing up the save. It's just for Kerrigan 1v5 on the B side. He finds one, finds two, and the trade comes through, but it's just Frozen and Brokey again, and I think they're just going to save. I don't really know how much of a chance they have in this round. That should be another perfect round for NIP. And by the way, again, Wrinkle with the opening, working that op towards B. We missed it because I was talking about the A stuff for this round, but I mean, if we had an instant replay. Replay? Nope, no replay. We're not allowed to have that on this stream. Okay, well, who did he kill? Anyone know? Tech, thank you for the prime. I appreciate you. Did he kill Jacob with that pick? Was it Jacob or Twist? He's got one on Twist. I think he's got one on Jacob as well. Yeah. Wrinkle killed Twist. Okay. Yeah, it's insane. It's good work. It's really good work. I love the game plan here for NIP. I actually just love it a lot. And not just because it's working, because it's actually just so good. It's so smart. Working towards B with the op. Like, you see Wrinkle has just been activated. He's got 9 kills with the op on T side. He's going for a lot of openings. He's walking, holding lines. It's just a really strong way of playing CS. At least on overpass, I'd say. I mean, it's hard to pull that off on other maps. Here we go then, holding for a monster again. If Kerrigan gives him the peek, he might get killed. Let's see if he goes. He's eyeing it up. He's really eyeing it up. Decides to throw the nade. Now the smoke. Good stuff. In the meantime, Kaspersky is walking in towards short here. They're both lined up, but Twist gets the better of him this time. Not this round, says Twist, since now Kerrigan is just babysitting the monster smoke. Nobody's going to be walking through. Another fight here for Twist, but Snappy, of all people, actually puts him down with a nice headshot. And now Kerrigan is stuck on the right side of Monster. After the smoke goes up, I think Wrinkle might actually have him pinned down. No, now Snappy with the op. Resmoke Monster misses. Kerrigan can't leave now. How do we miss that smoke, Jacob? And Wrinkle walking up here. Is he going to check Kerrigan? He's not! And now Snappy has the op. He's posted. Monster smoke did miss. Kerrigan knows better than to move here. Jacob, of course, will peek off of any contact. Granted, Kerrigan just jumps out. Gotta love that play. That was the only real way for NIP back into this round, except now they're going to be walking in towards short, and Shush Ready to receive this, finds the kill onto Jacob. Kerrigan has to get this trade. Oh no, Shush pulls out a molly, and now Kerrigan, he's all alone. He jumps in towards Pity, just barely escapes death, and now the rotates are here. Frozen holding his top as well as Brokey. Kerrigan goes for the fight here on Pillar. He knows he has an advantage if he just have his teammates help him. Frozen goes down, and now Kerrigan burns in the flames. A Snappy with the op closes it out with a 3K in the end. Wow. You know, the real problem here is, like, I don't have the replay to prove it, but I'll tell you, you know, Brokey shot a lot of shots in heaven there. And he wasn't smoked off, you know? Half buy for FaZe, just some util from Brokey, of course, just trying to provide that illusion that people are fighting. Frozen's going to swing and clear playground. We're going to have an early duel coming towards the playground. Let's see if Frozen takes his timing or if he's just going to patiently wait. We'll have to check back in on that in the meantime. Short control taken for NIP. Kaspersky, kind of a little bounty hunter, sent on a mission to take Kerrigan out. Fails for now, but something tells me he's not quite done yet. Looking for the jump spot here. Both players are. Wrinkle, again with that op in towards B. Now, typically, you don't see that happen the most unless you have a pretty good support system around it, because it's really easy to get overwhelmed in short. In the meantime, Frozen still patiently waiting. Brokey jump spotting, filling the void. No gaps are created. Twist steps in towards short, gives a sound cue. Kaspersky now can walk out. He knows that they've taken short. Molly in towards barrel. Flash should be coming over any second. Now here we go. Kerrigan in trouble. Bounty Hunter does end up fulfilling his mission. And that's the round. That is the round. Hold on. We have another fight here. Brokey jiggling. Kaspersky may be in trouble here. I'm just kidding. He was never in trouble. And now Frozen just left to save the Famusi. You know, honestly, another good round for NIP. I love how methodical they're being in towards B. Spoiling is bannable by death, indeed. Playing COD. Okay. Must-win round for FaZe here. It is a must-win round. If they win this round, win the pistol 7-7, and maybe you can work some T-side magic. Otherwise, I feel like they might just get run over by NIP. Some fantastic work here. Shush has really picked it up as well. Wrinkle, again, we've talked about him so much this game with the op. It's just going well. It's just going so well. Brokey, another op. Let's see if he goes for an opening here, just holding for that fountain aggression, of course. Frozen getting in towards connector. In the meantime, Wrinkle holding monster, and Kaspersky already has short. He's actually just going to walk up. Tries to take the fight. Nobody's home, though, at least not for the time being. In the meantime, Shush following up here, drops a nade on that angle that Frozen loves to play. Not there this time, but a good idea. Connector control given, short control given. The only thing that FaZe don't have is long and bathrooms, or sorry, NIP don't have as long in bathrooms, but I don't even know if they want it because they've been so comfortable ending towards this B site. Spam coming in. Jacob trying to get some off the back of this lurk smoke. Again, it's just so frustrating to play against that smoke. Snappy's just hitting all of his spams. Hold on, we have actually some action. Shush has creeped up. Frozen gets the kill on the Wrinkle, but Shush with an immediate trade, and Brokey's in some real trouble now. Let's see if he walks up on him. Shush, he knows exactly where he's at. He's got to be careful because Shush's teammates could back him up. Snappy, did he spot him? It doesn't matter if he did or not because Brokey finds the one kill. Smoke at his feet. No, doesn't throw it. Instead, just creeping around. He's in some real trouble. Twist has made his way up towards A site, but Brokey, he has to just go back in. They know exactly where he is. It's on Twist to help him. Brokey misses a shot, and now he's in some serious trouble. He does end up killing Snappy, but Kaspersky will find the kill in the end. Twist all alone, stuck on truck versus U-Jerks. He had to get that kill, but he doesn't. And now it's Kaspersky. He spots both of them, and he gets both kills and connector to finish the half. 8-4. Wow. A fumble from FaZe at the finish line of the half. They needed that round, I say, to be comfortable. CT-sided map. 8-4. Let's run some ads. We have a 3-minute break, even on GoTV. Shouldn't have cut Rain. I should just make a soundboard. Ah, another missed shot from Brokey. Another missed shot from Brokey. Brokey misses the shot. Ah, Brokey missed another one. The best thing that can happen is FaZe bomb out of the major and overhaul the team, please. Bring back Rain. It's too late, by the way, for that. 100 Thieves. Here's what you do. Rain gets them to get frozen and twists. And then they just build the team like that. I swear to God. Rain, if you're listening, if you're out there. Rain, please. Get frozen and twists. Get frozen and twists. You get your core. Pick up simple. Please. Rain. Please. You can IGL the team. Rain's IGLing. He's confirmed switching to IGL. just please. I think I predicted this. If you watch This Week in CS, the series that I have with Vu, I predicted that whatever team Rain goes to next, originally we said BC Game, but I predicted that Frozen would rejoin Rain as soon as he got the chance. That was my official prediction. And if FaZe bomb out of this major, I mean, come on. You know what I mean? Frozen to 100 Thieves is a really good start. Second pistol round starting. FaZe in a really bad position. Double set of utility purchased up tier. It looks like they're just going to go for an early B hit. Shush dropping out of heaven. Going right to barrels. Pretty comfortable position for them to be in. U-Jerk's going to walk, take short with Kaspersky. And of course, Snappy jump spotting. Has that HE, could throw it towards Monster, can flash towards Monster. A very comfortable pistol for NIP. They just have to hit the shots. Flash spotted coming out. Shush finds the first one. Another one as well. Finally put down by Jacob, but they're still in trouble. He gets the second one, but it might be too little too late. Kaspersky is still in the sandbags position. If Kerrigan checks him, though, that could be all the difference. Is he going to check him? He does. One bullet should do the job. 2v2 Wrinkle just spotting the cross. You also have Snappy walking up. There's a real chance that this round could still get out of hand, but Kerrigan hits another blinder, and it's just Snappy in a 1-on-2. Spotsworth Kerrigan flash actually gonna put him off the angle. Jacob should get the bomb down, but Snappy does have a smoke. He could make this interesting. Jacob gets spotted on the jiggle. Should only be a matter of time before Kerrigan swings, and there it is. Jacob with a 3K, bailing him out of the round. Must win pistol. Trying to roll my chair over here. I'm running over wires, man. Okay. Force buy for NIP. Let's see what they decide to do. 4 players towards B early on. Maybe they'll go for some sort of monster push. I would really like to see that. Frozen all alone here. Kind of a trend on FaZe. Okay, I'll stop. Wrinkle just spotting with the deagle. He was fantastic on T side. Let's see if he can keep it up on the CT side. Spotting. A nice boost for the FaZe guys. As you see, they just cleared that angle silently. Didn't make any noise. Wrinkle just falls back. Gonna just keep jump spotting. In the meantime, Jacob's working up connector. I think they've gotten all the map control that they'd like, and they should just end the round towards A. Unless NIP pull their knives out and run at them short, I feel like this is just going to be a standard A finish. And that's kind of what you're hoping for if you're on NIP. You do have enough smokes to make this uncomfortable for FaZe when they come up. Drop a front side smoke, you have the 5.7. Well, actually, sorry, you have the CZ and 2 MP9s. Smoke actually does get blocked. That could provide a little bit of cover for Wrinkle here on the left side. Jacob on the entry. It's not been made easy. 2 smokes here, really just kind of making it hard to figure out what's going on. Snappy does get put down, and Wrinkle finds one. If he gets another, then we can have a conversation. Kaspersky's still alive. 2v2 somehow. Round flipped on its head. He's stuck here. He has to wait. Shush on the long flank. He is in a lot of trouble. Smoke towards jump up. He knows he's waiting. FaZe needs to get this kill. Kaspersky goes for the pre-fire, but it's going to end up being his downfall. But the bomb is dropped with only 17 seconds here, and actually, Shush is in a really strong position. I don't know if he got spotted on that jiggle. He grabs the bomb. I think Twist knows exactly where he's at, and that's going to be a kill. Twist saving them. And the 6th for FaZe, but it doesn't come easy. No rounds come easy on T-side overpass. Wow. Hey. I'm building my my casters. What do we call this? Portfolio. So the next time that an event's like, have you ever done casting work before? I'll say, well, you know, I casted the major by myself and I observed it at the same time. And that's all I got. Kaspersky has a 5-7 here. In a good position for it. Maybe he could get one cheeky kill. Missed utility for FaZe. A little bit of a trend, if I'm going to be completely honest. I do see FaZe miss a lot of nades. Every team misses nades, but I feel like FaZe misses nades more often than everybody else. My favorite caster is Henry G. Always has been. I do like to see FaZe taking their time against the half buy here. Do like to see that. Oh, I say that, but Frozen gets into a pretty interesting situation. That's the best word I can use. Hunting with the MAC-10. I actually think that that's going to force them into Kaspersky, and he blew his load a little early. He does get a kill, though. Wait, hold on. No, wait, Frozen just took B. Okay, now I don't know what's going on. Somehow they have B. They had A, but now they have B. And Shush is walking out. If he would have got that kill on the Frozen, that was like the real way they lose it, but they avoid any disaster. Smoke towards heaven. Again, cross the T's, dot the I's. And as long as Jacob doesn't get spammed through the smoke here, this should be a pretty easy finish to the round. But again, no rounds come easy. I don't get it. Twist just holding this Galil save. I mean, I'm sure Snappy is going to be happy with this. Maybe he gets Twist and he's... Oh, he... You know, that's one of those deaths where as soon as he dies, he goes, I knew it. Like, he checked the angle, but he didn't really check it, you know? Would you do play-by-play or color commentary? I don't actually know the difference. Can somebody tell me what the difference is? I mean, I'm sure subconsciously I know what the difference is, but I don't know which one does which. Definitely play-by-play then. I like casting like the 1v3s and whatnot. Like, that's my favorite. But I guess that would make sense considering how this co-stream is done. I mean, I think I could do both. I just can't, I can't go, oh my god, while I'm casting, even though I would do that. Anyway. I wanted to look at this this M4 craft. I don't know what sticker is on the front of his howl, but it looks interesting. I like it, but it's weird. Well, blink and you miss it. 8-7. We're about to be tied up here. We do have FaZe going for a contact towards A. Not as B heavy. Wrinkle posted. Does get flashed off, but I think Twist saw him. They're going to go down towards Connector and Kaspersky. Repositioning around the smoke. FaZe should get flashed out into short here by Frozen any second. Never mind, they just contact. Snappy's boosted. Oh no, I didn't know which number he was. Snappy's boosted, gets one, but an immediate trade. Now Shush. In an interesting spot, creeping up behind the monster smoke, has U-Jerks as well here. I still think this should be a BN, but if Kerrigan's not careful, gets spotted. Wrinkle sees him. Oh no, a shot missed, and that could actually be the best thing that could have happened to FaZe. Now Kerrigan can come down with that utility and help them end the round. I think all the heavy lifting has to be done by Shush here. In the monster position. B-exec coming through. Shush peeking towards monster, but he ends up getting blind. U-Jerks still playing anti on the wood. Whoa, Frozen does go down. U-Jerks has to bail him out. Now the op does miss another shot. Wrinkle finally connecting. Brokey has to get this kill. He does. And it's a 1-on-2 for Kaspersky. Both players for FaZe are low. Creeping up on the graffiti side. Brokey making a ton of noise. Exactly where he's at has been revealed. Now Kerrigan on the pillar as well. Kaspersky has a real chance to win this round as long as Kerrigan doesn't check this bridge. Look at that. Spotted him. He knows exactly where Brokey is because he made so much noise. Kaspersky, he could win this. Oh, he does! 1v2 for NIP. to win the first round on their CT side. I can't believe it. I feel like that's... It's a bit of a mistake for Brokey, right? Like, running and making that much noise in a 2v1. I know you don't really feel like it's a mistake, but... Because Brokey, he just, like, he knows what's going on. He knows where both of the... It's just like playing hide and seek, but... Why is he looting? I mean, because the money for NIP is bad. Any extra flash, molly, smoke that he can get is going to be a pretty big difference. Because look at the buy. Like, Snappy and Shush, they don't have some grenades. If he could have found some extra, that would have been nice, you know? Like, they need everything extra that they can get. It's very important. It's a best of one, and it's a close game. You have to have those. Jump spot. Brokey in towards connector. Maybe he'll do something like Wrinkle did earlier. Spot for the jump. Oh my god, that's diabolical. Spam comes through on the Kerrigan. A very unfortunate way to go down early on in this round. Jacob working towards connector, but if he keeps going up, he's in for a rude awakening. Wrinkle on the angle gets the better of him. In the meantime, Twist does get one instantly traded back by Snappy. Now, Frozen on the other side of this monster smoke can't really do much. And he has Brokey on his side. Maybe Brokey can flash him through Monster. Here it comes. Flash over top. Any second. There it is. Coming through. Actually does get the kill on the Shush, and Utrix is in a pretty bad spot. Frozen doubles down. 2v2 now. But it's Wrinkle and Snappy. If this nade is placed well enough, it could kill Frozen. It does actually hit him, but not for full damage. Snappy running around here. If Wrinkle can smoke off short, it can be really uncomfortable for Brokey. Frozen's trapped now. And Snappy gets the better of him. It's all on to Broccoli. 1-on-2 situation. He is in towards the monster position. They know that he was just short. His reposition was fast, but Wrinkle has a kit. And the op is not the gun that he's going to want for this situation. Tap should come through any second now. Here it is. Brokey patiently waiting. Wrinkle sticking it. Wrinkle is sticking it. Wrinkle sticking it. And I think he just stole it completely. Did he just shoot the graffiti? I think Brokey shot the graffiti there that Kaspersky placed after winning that 2v1. Wow. Wow. Well, FaZe. Don't know how they're going to pull this one back. Yeah, you should have pre-fired that one. I saw that one coming. I wanted to pre-fire it so bad. It's okay. I mean, I don't even know if that's true or if he's just predicting. The thing is like, the all-in for FaZe. Lose this, save, 12-7. Like, you have to win this round. You absolutely have to win this round. We are watching GoTV. I do not have permission to stream the main stream. So we're making it work here. Wrinkle posted out with the op. Hold on, sorry about that. Wrinkle posted with the op. They're coming around the corner. It's Frozen, dodges death, but Kaspersky has them all lined up. The M4 is doing crazy work. Finds two. Buys enough time for Wrinkle to get away. And FaZe, they're just going for this A rush. They're going to walk right into Wrinkle. Another missed shot, though, is actually giving them a real chance to come back in this round. In the meantime, Utrix has slipped in towards connector. That could end up being the thorn in FaZe's side later on in this round. We'll have to keep an eye on that. In the meantime, Brokey's trying to work some magic. If Wrinkle goes for a jump spot, he's as good as gone. Twist aware of the possibility of somebody being in connector now. It's just silence across the map now as Kerrigan has made his way on the right side of long, waiting for some sort of re-aggression. But NIP know better. They have all the info in connector. They don't need to re-aggress towards A. Snappy tucked, just holding for Wrinkles close. Everything is perfect here. FaZe has to make the next move. It's on them. Ball's in their court. Have to see what happens here. Creeping up. They know it's possible. Just a timer now. Utrix. He has all the power in his hand. If he goes early, he could lose them the round. Wrinkle patiently waiting for Kerrigan to creep up long. Here comes the first smoke. Flashes in. They hear sound cues. Udrix is flanking. Udrix is right behind them already. He hears them. He could make first contact here. He spots them. Now Wrinkle hits a shot as well. Snappy perfectly baited for in towards the truck. They know that nobody's long, and Udrix is again behind him. Brokey gets spotted, and now Snappy finally reveals himself, and Wrinkle finishes off the round. 11 for NIP. That round really didn't have any steam as soon as they got into that early 4-on-3. And just another well-played round from NIP. Udrix taking that connector space is worth its weight in gold. FaZe full eco. I don't know what they can hope for here. They've all got some sort of upgraded pistol. Let's see if D Clan comes through. Nade does quite a bit of damage to Mr. Frozen. And he's sitting here holding long. Probably missing Rain very dearly right now. Kerrigan killed Snappy, but it's just an MP7. I completely missed that. My fault, guys. Wrinkle hits a shot with the op. Everything is getting missed. You can fire your observer later on. Kaspersky could be a really big kill here. If he accidentally dies, if he gives over the advantage, he's going to get out. Flash from Wrinkle. I think disaster probably avoided. See what happens though. Kaspersky does make a sound cue and it's on Wrinkle. He has to do some sharp shooting or he could get overwhelmed, give that op over, and they're in trouble. Smoke's going to provide a little bit of cover for them to creep off. The nade is perfect. The shot's even better. Kaspersky, it's on him. He's going to take next contact here, and Wrinkle's just holding his own push. It's Kaspersky. He's in trouble, but they're all low. He comes around the corner. It's going to be all three. The lineup is beautiful. And that's NIP taking map and series point because it's a best of one. Well, FaZe looking flat, and they look really flat. I don't really know what I can say. If they want to get back into this round, we have to just see something more from Jacob. We have to see Brokey get active with this op like Wrinkle was doing on their T side. But I'm not confident. 4B for NIP, and Kaspersky is in connector by his lonely. That was a bar. We're going to study that one day. Boost for Wrinkle does find the opening onto Frozen, and I feel like that's your heaviest hitter. That's going to be your heaviest hitter now, as it's just going to be Jacob trying to take connector as some consolation, dodging bullets through the spam. But again, it's just Kaspersky at A right now. There is a potential timing for FaZe to take towards long. Maybe make this uncomfortable. I say that, but here comes the reinforcements up towards A. I feel like this could be written and sealed. Don't know how they're going to pull this one back. Molly lands in towards bathrooms. They know that Kaspersky, if he's going to be close, he's going to be exactly where he is. They have done that. Brokey's spotting towards long. Does spot the jump spot. Nobody's close. Does get flashed, but he's completely fine. Kaspersky's going to have to do the heavy lifting here. Front bathroom is smoked. This crossfire is dangerous. I would honestly say it's too much. Just patiently waiting here. Snappy's holding from FaZe. That's what I call this spot. Kaspersky peeks out early. He knows he has the help of Udrix if he needs it. Hiding around the corner now. Udrix takes his timing. Baits for Kaspersky. It's just too much. You can't deal with this. In the meantime, Snappy gets spotted, but he's actually gone down. And now Kaspersky, all alone, has to do all of this. Has to do all of it by himself. Shush going for some sort of play. Gets flashed through the smoke. Jumping through. He actually goes down. Twist might have done it all. He might have done it all. He's just sitting at the back of Dice here. Brokey is in bank. They know exactly where they're coming from. Wrinkle's walking up. He doesn't hit the shot. Twist, a fantastic shot on towards him. Nade doesn't connect, and Kaspersky is just going to grab Wrinkle's op and save. Twist has done it again. He's bailed him out at the time of need. Mods!
Terrorists win.
Scoreboard check. Wrinkle's on top. Whoa, actually. Kaspersky's on top. Twist is on top. No surprises there, in my opinion. Let's see. Spam coming through. We do actually see Brokey go for that fast short with oh my god, that short aggression ends up getting the kill onto Shush. That's what we need, more of that. Perfect 5v4 opening. Wow, I'm saying my stuff backwards. Forgive me, guys. My brain is overwhelmed. I'm going to say that again. Brokey goes for the fast short aggression and picks up the pick onto Shush, opening the round. 5-on-4 now for FaZe. First advantage that they've had in quite some time. Nice little flash over for Kerrigan. Maybe just, oh, and the op shoots. That gives away a lot of info. Now you see Twist is going to go try to take some map control. But actually, that's when Kaspersky is going to be peeking. And now, might actually be at a disadvantage. He spotted Twist. He knows what's going on now. Twist completely missed him. I mean, this could be round defining. Twist knows that smoke. Kaspersky knows that he has no idea. If he gets this kill, no, better than that. If he doesn't get the kill, he could be flanking. He just takes it anyway. Not a greedy man. And he's going to be rotating out. That doesn't do... Oh, that's so bad. That is so bad. Now FaZe knows that they know that they're coming B. They have everybody here. And who's leading the way? It's Frozen. Barrel smoke is up. This is trouble. We need some good shooting here. Frozen spots him in towards the back of default now. He's just trying to make it happen. He gets caught throwing a nade. In the meantime, Ujerks is going to reveal himself from Barrel, and I think that this is it. It's fizzled out. Brokey just trying to pull it back, but he can't do it. That's NIP upsetting FaZe, or maybe it's not even an upset at this point. FaZe 1 game away from elimination.